Everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make Aloor Dum. Aloor Dum goes well with luchis. We have it as breakfast on a Sunday, special breakfast, luchi and Aloor Dum, or it also goes well with koraishutir kochuri, which I also have made on this channel, so you can check that one out as well. Or you could have it just as an accompaniment to your meals, or dal, Aloor Dum, march or mangsha, which is basically dal, a potato curry and lamb or fish curry to go with it, or goat curry, wherever you are in the world, as part of a full meal. And then you'd serve it with rice or with luchis or with rotis or parathas. Anyhow, let's get cracking and tell you what ingredients we need. For this, I'm using a kg of baby potatoes that I'm going to put in the pressure cooker, and I'm going to boil these first for approximately 14 minutes. It's like a couple of whistles on my pressure cooker and that'll be ready. If you don't have a pressure cooker, just take your potatoes and boil them in water for about 15-20 minutes till they get tender, and then you should peel your potatoes. Right, now the masala ingredients to go with this, we are going to have the Bengali garam masala, so about an inch of cinnamon stick, 3 or 4 cloves, 4 green cardamoms, a couple of dried red chillies, and approximately 3 bay leaves. That's what I'm going to temper it with first. The other masalas going in are a teaspoon of red chili powder. I'm using Kashmiri red chili powder, about approximately half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. Again, this depends on your personal taste, whether you like the taste of cumin powder. I'm putting in a tablespoon of coriander powder and a teaspoon of turmeric powder. The wet paste is an onion. I've got 2 onions that I'm going to be blending. I don't think I'm going to use all of it because this is approximately 300 grams. I recommend that you use 150 grams of the onion paste. I'm putting in 3 green chillies, advisable to put at least 2, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, a couple of tablespoons of yogurt, and I'm going to put in approximately 50 to 100 grams of tomato puree. This is just canned tomato puree. Right, those are your ingredients. I'm going to boil the potatoes, peel them, and then I'll start showing you how we put it all together. So on high heat, I'm putting it in the pressure cooker, and then I'm going to leave it in for a couple of whistles and come back when it's done. Boiled, and I've just immersed it in cold water to make it easy for me to peel the potatoes. So chop up the onions and put them in the mini chopper and blitz it up. It's done. Right, the other thing I forgot to mention is that we're going to use coriander for garnishing at the end, so I'm going to chop some coriander. I think I have some chopped already actually. You can use normal vegetable oil, any vegetable oil of your choice. It's just a bit more. And in this hot oil, wait for it to heat up really well. 2 red chilies, bay leaves, cinnamon sticks, quarter teaspoon of, this is cumin seeds, just quarter teaspoon of cumin seeds, cloves that I've broken a bit. And then remember, with the cardamom, you want to actually squash it so that it doesn't pop in the pan, and also the flavors are released. So I tend to just bash it in the pestle and mortar. Opened it up from, and then I'm putting them in. And we're going to cook these till they are brown. And you'll know when they're ready when they separate, when the oil separates from the onions. When it gets to this sort of stage where it's just about, the oil is about to separate from the onions, you put in the ginger and garlic paste. And I've taken 3 green chilies and I've just slit them. I'm going to drop these in so they get the flavor into the heat is released then. Okay, now the onions are cooked through. We're going to put in all the masalas. So that's the cumin powder, turmeric powder, coriander powder, and the red chili powder. All going in together. Give that a stir. Reduce the flame. I'm going to put in tomatoes and the beaten curd after this very quickly. Now when we put the yogurt in, we've got to keep stirring it. So I've beaten the yogurt, whisked it, and now I'm just dropping it in slowly, and you don't want it to curdle, so you've got to keep moving it. Finally, we're going to put in some 200 ml of hot water. It's a beautiful color. Another 200 ml or so, actually another 400 ml. So that's 600 ml of water gone in. We're going to let this cook for 5 minutes and then we're going to put the potatoes in. So let's put a lid on it. Come back to it in 5 minutes. Before I do that, I was just going to put in a teaspoon of salt. Remember to put in your salt to taste. Right, like I said, cover it and let it cook for 5 minutes. Now it's been 5 minutes. Let's have a look. Now it's been 5 minutes. Let's have a look. At this point, we're going to put in the potatoes. Looks gorgeous already. Now we're going to let this cook for another 5 to 7 minutes because the potatoes are already cooked, so you can leave it for 10 to 15 minutes. Depends on whether you want it fairly dry or with a bit of the what we call the sauce. So put a lid and leave it to cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Come back and check on it. About 7 minutes. Let's have a look. Turn that off. Oh, looks perfect. That is your Aloor Dum. And just before you take it off the heat, you sprinkle some garam masala and some coriander leaves and it's ready. One more ingredient actually is a half a teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to give it a stir. Now this dish is traditionally made with new potatoes. So baby potatoes, new potatoes, that's what you want to make this dish with. Look at the beautiful, awesome color. Fabulous. Bursting with flavor. It's just perfect. If you like my recipes, you know what you have to do. Like and subscribe. And click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time I put up a new recipe or a new dish. And see you next time. Thank you for watching as ever. Bye bye for now.